Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video. I'm going to tell you my top 10 favourite and most loved players of all time. Obviously you can see one here and we're going to go straight with him. João Cancelo. You may say why? It's because when he was playing at Manchester City, I just fell in love with him. I think he was a brilliant player. He could play left or right, beautiful left foot or right foot. He can score. He's an attacking fullback, doesn't really defend that much. And obviously, back when I was playing football, obviously I used to start out as a goalkeeper and then I slowly moved out into right back. And obviously this guy inspired me really massively to start to be an attacking wing back. So this guy played a huge part in me moving out of goal and going into right back. So this guy is an absolutely superb player and I highly recommend you loving him. In my opinion, he's a brilliant player. So he's number 10. Coming in at number 9, guys, is Federico Valverde. I love this guy because his just utter tenacity to win the ball back and his shooting is just so powerful. His shot power is so powerful. And the goalkeeper's I remember Valverde in the Champions League against Napoli. It was against Alex Merritt, the goalkeeper. He took a shot and it, I think, hit off the goalkeeper, hit off the crossbar and went in. It was an absolute thunderbolt in the back of the net. And honestly, this guy is a brilliant player. His work rate is fantastic. I love the blonde bleach hair. This guy genuinely is a sensational talent, and he's coming in at number 9. At number 8, we actually have Peter Schmeichel, and like I said, I did move out to right back when I was playing football, but when I was in goalkeeping, he was my inspiration. Obviously, you may say, oh Ben, you're only 19, only born 2005, how can you watch this guy play? I didn't, but what I mean is that I've watched a lot of videos about him and goalkeepers and all that, and this guy was he was like a cat, like a spider, just an insect or an animal in goal. He was just ridiculous. He really was just unbelievable saves, right? And this guy 100% inspired me to become a goalkeeper in the first place. Obviously, Cancelo got me in the, pushed me into the right back spot and whatnot. But when I was in goal, this guy was 100% just my goalkeeping awe. He was just brilliant, man. He really was. Peter Schmeichel going in at the number 8 spot. So guys, at the number 7 spot, we've got my absolute star boy, man, Bukayo Saka. What a player he is. I love the guy. Sensational dribbling, really nice work rate, up and down that wing. Obviously used to be a right wing back, I think. Used to be a defender right at the start of his career. He's an absolutely amazing player. I love Bukayo Saka for what he does. Obviously, I'm a huge England fan. I love all the England players, and this guy is easily my top 5. This guy is a world-class player, and I really hope he gets back from injury because I love watching this guy play. Bukayo Saka, number 7, easily. I love the guy. Absolutely amazing guy, man, honestly. Coming up at number 6, guys, we've got Steve McNulty for Luton Town. This guy was a beast. He's just a big Brexit Luton Town baller. Give it some. You know what I mean? He's proper proper meaty in the challenges. I mean, look at the size of him. Honestly, he's just a big chunky man who's just an absolute legend on the ball. Honestly, even though he was quite porky, no offense, Steve, he was actually really good at running and actually a really good, well-rounded footballer. This guy's coming in at number 6, was an absolute legend. Luton Town legend. He will always be in the Luton Town folklore. Obviously, I had to add a Luton Town player in. Absolute legend, man. Go on, Steve. Go on, lad. So, guys, it's a bit cold in here, isn't it? Number 5 is Cole Palmer. Absolute legend, man. Love the guy. He's another England. Obviously, I say love the guy. I love all of them. But this guy is 100% in my top 5 list because this guy is just an insane baller. He's just cold celebration, really just cool with it. No pun intended. His shooting ability is ridiculous. His assisting is ridiculous. This guy is genuinely insane. And obviously, what I love more about him is that he's English, which means, I love the England FC. I'm a massive England fan, right? Obviously, I love Bukayo Saka. This guy is just the same. I would say this guy's my 2nd or 3rd favourite England player. I think he's a ridiculous player. I've said that about 3 times. But this guy's genuinely brilliant, man. I love the guy. 100% going in this spot. So guys, coming at number 4, we've got Tammy Abraham. And you may say, why do you like him? It's a weird one. I know it is because obviously he's plays in Italy, how am I meant to get to know this guy a bit? But actually I did. I met him when I went to the Wolverhampton Wanderers Stadium in Molineux. I went to Molineux Stadium about 4 years ago when it was England under-21s versus Romania under-21s. And I shouted, Tammy! And he actually looked at me and waved at me. And that made me really happy. And obviously he knows knows who I am. Well, I say that, he kind of knows who I am, but absolute legend, man, honestly. He's waved at me. He's just a brilliant, brilliant footballer. I would never forget that day that he looked at me in the eye and waved at me, smiled. Just what an absolute legend he is. 100% number 4. Coming in at number 3, guys, I had to add another Luton Town legend in here, Elijah Adebayo. What a player he is, honestly. Obviously, hasn't done really well this season, scoring many goals, but last season in the Premier League, and obviously the many years I've supported Luton Town for, this guy has absolutely carried Luton Town. Like, honestly, what a prolific goal scorer he is. Like I said, this season, he's not doing very well, but on the previous seasons, like I said, he's just a brilliant player. And obviously, he inspired me to support Luton Town. Like, he's just a brilliant, amazing player. Like, just like Steve McNulty, just, proper work rate, probably like, really gets in it, right? He scores so many goals back in the previous seasons. This guy has to be in my top 3. What a player, man. Number 2, guys, Bobby Moore, absolute legend, man. My favourite England player of all time. And you can tell because I'm actually wearing a Bobby Moore World Cup winning legend shirt right here. The guy's insane, man. I'm a massive fan of him. He's literally my favourite England player of all time. The guy's superb. Only 5'10", but it does not matter, man. The guy's ball winning was sensational. And obviously you guys might be saying in the comments, oh, how did you, he died at like 1960 odd or 1970 odd, right? I know I didn't watch this guy, but I've seen a lot of clips on YouTube, right? And I know exactly how this guy plays. He's a ball-playing defender. He got 2 assists in the World Cup final against West Germany in the 4-2 win. Obviously, he assisted 2 for Jeff Hurst, who's obviously still alive, I think 83 years of age. But this guy's unfortunately dead. Obviously, died to colon cancer. Obviously, R.I.P. bless his soul, Bobby Moore. But what a legend, man. Honestly, easily top 2. I love the guy. Superb player, cracking defender, favourite player of all time. 100%. Love the guy. And then, guys, number 1, you knew it. Jonathan David. Absolutely adore Jonathan David. Easily my favourite player ever. Obviously Bobby Moore is my favourite England player of all time. This guy is my favourite player, man. Jonathan David, he's not just Canadian, which I love Canada. I love Canada, the country. I just love it, right? Obviously I love Lille, and obviously that's my French league team I support. He's also a brilliant, brilliant striker. Really cold, scores a lot of goals, assists as well. This guy is a fantastic player, a really well-rounded player. What an absolutely insane player he is. So there you go, guys. There is my top 10 favourite players of all time. All 10 of them I just have all 10 of them are just my favourite players, and they have a really, really heart in soul moment for me. They really, really do. I really do love them all. Anyway, I'm glad I showed you all of these guys, and have a wonderful rest of your night.